everyone, I'm Brendan.
And I'm Karen.
And together we're Fox and Rabbit. We're filming this Flosstube number 15.
Number 15.
On Sunday the 30th of January. Oh, it's been a hot day today. Hopefully we'll get a storm this afternoon to cool it down a bit.
Yep.
You got some happy birthdays to start us off.
Yep. First, it's a little tiny bit belated because we didn't film last weekend, but happy birthday to a dear friend of ours, Linda. It was her birthday a few days ago. Happy birthday, Linda. And to Julie, Kansas City girl in the Colorado world. It's technically her birthday today in the States, so I wished her an early birthday yesterday because it was her birthday yesterday here, but it's today. I can't wrap my head around the days, but happy birthday, Julie. Hope you had a great one.
Yeah, so we actually missed a Flosstube because we've been a bit busy. We had a whole bunch of orders that we had to get out.
Yep.
They're all gone now. Well, the last one of them's getting picked up by DHL.
Yep.
Will be
On
later
Monday.
this week.
Yep. Monday, Tuesday.
Come on, come up and say hello.
Oh, it's Lily. Hello, darling. Hi. Hi.
Say hello, Lily.
Say hi.
Now you've been a star, you can go back and sit down and go back to sleep.
She's been asleep for the last half hour with Peaches, and just as we started filming, of course, they both wake up and they're full of energy, so lucky us.
I think they can hear when the camera goes.
I think they can.
Come on, off you go. Go back to bed.
She's also looking for threads. Anything she can find that's colourful and floss related, Lily thinks it's hers.
Yeah,
so.
she knows there's some on the table.
Yes, I've got some down there, so she's on the hunt. Yep.
Yeah, so we've been busy dyeing and getting all those orders out. So I said all those orders now. Well, the last of them will go on Monday or Tuesday, depending on when DHL comes and picks it up. And we're now moving into. Well, I've got a couple of kit orders to get out to shops. Yep. And then we're moving full on then into market mode.
Market prep. Very, very late market prep. Well, we've our fabric market prep. We've already got designs out to model stitches. That's all been so running late with those as well, like usual. But luckily, I'm talking to a few designer friends. I don't think we're the only ones running late for market this year. So I had to make a bit of a difficult decision last night to delay one of them. I had to. Jenny, who's an amazing stitcher, was completely up to date on it. Where did she get that?
I don't know. She's just about to eat them.
Oh, she took them right next to me. Yeah. Right next to me. Lily, she must be in stealth mode.
I just caught her. She was running off with them.
Oh my goodness. I didn't even get out of that box. You get out of that box. Come here. Oops.
Lily's a thread eater.
Keep her here where I can keep an eye on her.
Well, you got threads right in front of you.
I know. Oh my goodness. Lily, we're trying to film here. She says, I don't care. It's all about Lily. Isn't it? Say hello. Say hello. Okay, now go away. So we had to make the difficult decision. Jenny has been stitching like a crazy person and she was doing a wonderful job, completely up to date. I just had to get the second part of the sampler to her. But it's just one of those ones that's going to take a lot more time than I thought to finish the charting. And I was faced with the choice of either rushing it to get it to her, because I know she would have had it finished in time for market, but I wouldn't have been happy with my part of it, with my charting. So we made the difficult decision last night just to go to market with one less sampler, but better that and have a better sampler to release in a few months' time than just rushed it all at the last minute. So even though Jenny was doing an amazing, amazing job, that one's just been put on hold. But I feel a lot better. I felt like I had the weight of the world lifted off my shoulders last night when we decided to delay that one. But we'll still have at least 3 lovely samplers to take to market, and I'm hoping, depending on the time, I may have a small exclusive as well. So
plus 2 new colours.
Plus 2 new fabric colours, yeah.
Yeah, so those colours have all been developed now. They've all been locked away. And we'll show you previews of all of this on the next Flosstube in 2 weeks' time. Yeah,
we'll show you all our market releases in 2 weeks' time. It's only, what, 4 weeks until we actually fly out. We fly out we get to the States on the 27th?
27th. We fly out on the 27th and we get there 2 hours before we left.
Before we left, yeah. That'll do your head in every time. And when we come back, we we lose a day. So yeah.
We come back 2 days after we left.
Yeah, so it just does your head in. But we are so excited. Like, as everyone is, everyone's a little bit concerned about everything, with COVID and everything. But honestly, I think everyone's as prepared as they can be. We're triple vaxxed now. We'll be taking masks. We'll be doing everything right. So we just can't wait to see all our friends that we haven't seen in 2 years. We haven't been on a plane in 2 years, which for Brett and I is very unusual because we're big travellers. So, we're counting the days, but we kind of would like an extra month just to get this stuff prepared. But everything's kind of on track. Now that we made that decision about that sample, I feel like we're everything's achievable now. So, yeah. So that's what, and also too, speaking of being triple vaxxed, that's another reason things were a bit delayed with our Flosstube. We had our boosters, a week ago now, Bren?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Now, in the previous 2 shots, Brendan's gotten quite, he's just been a bit off for a day or so. I've been less so. Both of us had sore arms, but you were always a little bit more off colour than I was. But this time, Brendan was actually starting to feel a bit off. He was achy. We had the day just on the couch sort of resting. And I thought, wow, I've only got a sore arm. I'm actually doing pretty well. And then just as we got to bed that night, I started to get, my legs were aching, my arms were aching, and I had the worst night. I had, 3 or 4 days of hot and cold chills, blazing headache, aches and pains. I felt like I'd been hit by a truck. So that was, I think, when we were meant to film our last Flosstube, and I was like, yeah, that's not happening. So between Brendan's dying 1 week and me being sick the next, it set us back about 4 or 5 days. And of course, Brendan was waiting on the next lot of fabric to be cut and serged by me, so he had to wait until I was well enough to do that, didn't you? But it was only a few days, so
yeah, we're back.
We're good now, and we're fully vaxxed, feel 100%, and feel a lot better having that third one done, especially when we're going to be travelling. So yeah, all good.
2 weeks ago as well, we got our first Fabric of the Month Club installments out.
Yes, on time. Yay.
Yes.
So that was good.
Yep. So I think most people have them now.
Yep.
Or if people in the US, if they don't have them, if they didn't get them on Friday, Friday just gone, they'll probably get them on Monday. Because
we sent them DHL to our friend Paulette, and she on-forwarded them all last week. The only ones that may be delayed, I think they've been sent from the States, but are the 2 Canadian ones, because there is no mail to Canada. Canada Air asked Australia Post not to send anything for a while, just while they catch up on their backlog of mail, apparently. So we can't send anything to Canada at the moment. So we sent it with the American packages. But Paulette said, I think that there's a big delay. It could be 4 to 6 weeks delay getting things from the United States to Canada. But to the two people, I think, from Canada.
There was 2 Canada ones.
They are on the way. So
I've got to send you an email the next day or so.
Yeah.
Just so we can work out how we're going to
go ahead.
How we're going to go ahead moving forward with that, because also the mail from the US to Canada was horrendous.
Yeah.
It was actually more than the fabric cost. Yeah.
Which was fine for this particular one. We didn't mind wearing that, but we can't do that going forward. But obviously we don't want to cancel your subscription, so it just might be a case of Brent just holds it for maybe another month or so until the mail is back to normal, which has got to be soon. Yeah. I think it's it's like the mail from the United States to here. I think it's got to get back to normal soon, surely. So yeah, we'll work that all out though. So yeah, and the weird thing is, it got to the UK in 3 days?
3 days, yeah.
3 days. I think they got theirs. And thank you so much to Michelle, Mama Loves You Jimmy. She's actually posting them out for us. And we were very, very grateful for that. But I think she got it 3 days after you sent it. We could not believe it. I think they got it before some of the Australian subscriptions had theirs.
Yeah.
And I think the ones arrived in New Zealand reasonably quickly. And New Zealand's had terribly slow mail for a while. So that was good news. And then, as I said, we DHL'd over. But I think from going forward, we're probably just going to send the ones to the United States from here, but a week earlier.
Yeah.
Just a few problems with the postage and stuff, so I think it's probably going to be easier if we do that. But it's all good, so it'll still get processed on the same day. We'll probably just send the ones to the US a few days before, so everyone can get them around about the same time.
Yeah.
And everyone seems happy. So we've seen a few scans of the linens out there, but as I said, we won't show you today just in case people don't have theirs yet, we'll show you in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah.
By then, you'll have the second one done.
The second one
and on its way. Yeah. And then the third one for March, we'll take that over with us when we head to the States, and we'll mail
for the US ones.
For the US ones, sorry, yeah, we'll mail everything before we go, and we'll take the ones for the States for March with us and post them when we get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good. So that's kind of how. When you had your dad.
Yeah.
Your dad had his first of 2 operations.
Yep. So he had a valve. What do they call it?
Cauterized. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a bit scary. So they cauterized one of the valves in his heart, but that all went well.
Yeah.
And fingers crossed, so far it looks like that's fixed the little heart issue that he had.
Which means he can now have the original operation that he went in for in the first place. But, you know, it's you got to look at the bright side. Had he not have gone in to get the other thing looked at, they wouldn't have found the small heart problems. So it's all good. He's just very, very anxious to get the second operation done, which we're hoping will be sometime in February.
Yep.
So yeah. So thank you so much to all the people who have wished Bren's dad well. We've made sure that they know that all the well wishes were coming his way. So yeah.
Yeah. We've had some pretty an amazing news over the last week or two.
Yep.
Well, it's actually been going on now for a couple of months.
Yeah.
The negotiations.
Well, actually longer than that, even with COVID happening. Practically shut the state down.
Oh yeah, it actually happened when we were in Queensland.
Yeah, it did.
So what was that?
Almost a year ago. It was in June. Probably about 8 months ago.
Yeah, so we've been in negotiations since then around a couple of samplers that we found.
Well, Linda found for us
in a museum.
Yep.
And they're actually Australian samplers.
Yeah.
So they're 2 verifiable Australian samplers, and we've actually gone back and gone through the provenance, and we've actually proven that they're Australian.
Yeah.
So we'll be releasing those probably
around about August.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I have to. We've got all the photos and everything I need to chart them off, and we may also go back up there as well and visit.
Get some more photos.
So yeah, so that's very exciting. Yeah, hopefully we can get that charted and stitched for about a late August release.
Yeah. So, but it's really exciting.
Very exciting.
And the samplers are from the area where the museum is.
Yeah.
Where that museum is.
One of them even has the town on there, so it's just such a rarity. And one of them, oh my goodness, one of them just is sensational. It's beautiful. And I shouldn't say this, but I'm surprised it's an Australian sample with that much detail. That oftentimes the odd ones we have found or that are in museums are they're kind of a bit more utilitarian samplers, aren't they? They don't tend to be quite as decorative, but this one's stunning. So yeah, very excited.
Yeah. So
we have the permission. We've got all the rights to that. So crossed all the T's, dotted all the I's, and we're ready to go. So I'll start getting stuck into charting those as soon as we get back from the States.
And we'll start showing you some previews of that when we get back as well.
Yeah.
So you can actually be part of that journey as those 2 samplers come to life.
Yeah. So exciting. Yeah. Just goes to show you, sometimes in the smallest places, these treasures are, and they don't even realise what treasures they are sometimes. Oftentimes in museums and things in Australia, there's a big kind of emphasis on, jewellery or crockery or furniture and farm machinery and all sorts of stuff, gold mining things that were part of our heritage sort of thing in this country, but very rarely do they realise the importance of textiles as much. Well, that's what we find. Probably quilts. Quilts are there's a lot more sort of importance placed on finding early Australian quilts, but I don't think they realise sometimes how important the samplers are. But we're certainly going to try to spread the word. And, as we find out more information on these samplers, on the girls who stitched them, we'll supply the museum with that information as well. So it's a win-win.
Yeah, we've already got a fair bit.
You've got a lot. On the one that I particularly love, you've got a lot of, you've even found her grave, you've found everything. Yeah. So I don't know that it's just because it's Australian, it means it's easier for us to research, I'm not sure. Or it's just that it's an unusual, I think it might have been luck too, yeah. I was trying to be optimistic there. But yeah, so Bren loves that. He can go down that rabbit hole of the genealogy rabbit hole for hours, and I have to remind him we'll do this when we get back from market.
It's better than ironing.
That's true. That's true. And we both look like we're sweating here. It is extremely hot today, and we've got lights on, so I think I'm going to be glowing up a bit.
Yeah, we've got the air conditioner and a fan, and it's still got to be
still hot.
It's still got to be in the 80s.
Oh, it's 2 extremes here this summer.
Mid-30s in this room.
This summer's been crazy, hasn't it, Brent? It's either been really hot and humid like today, or we've had heaps of rain, and there's more rain coming next week.
Well, it's been more rain than heat.
It's crazy. And it just delays. We can't do anything about the rain. It doesn't affect Brendan's dyeing, but it affects our drying capacity by about a quarter. Like we can dry about a quarter of what we normally can, just because it all has to be inside and not out in the sunshine drying. So, you know me, I love the rain more than anything, but I can just do without it for the next 2 weeks until we get our market prep done. And then Brendan and I are going to actually go into our self-imposed 2-week quarantine before we leave for the States, just because we have to come back with a negative COVID test, a PCR test, 72 hours before we fly out. We're booked in for it. The Friday before we fly out on the Sunday. We've booked in. It's a 24-hour turnaround. But we just don't want to take any risk of coming across anyone that could give us, because if we can't get on that plane, we can't go to market. So we will be having at least 14 days at home. We've got friends helping us out. The next door neighbours are going to get groceries and drop them on our doorstep for us. We won't come in contact with another human until the person who does our test for us. So
we've organised for the shipping company to come and pick up all the
shipping company's
orders.
Picking the orders up for us, so we'll just be leaving those out on the porch, and we've got wonderful friends. So
we'll be hermits for 2 weeks.
Yep, but that's good, because it means we'll have heaps and heaps of long hours. Like we are literally, I don't know what you can see on this, but Brent and I had about 3 hours sleep last night. But at least once that fabric and the charts have shipped over to the United States 2 weeks beforehand, we pretty much can just
I've got shop orders then.
Oh, that's right. Got shop orders to do for when we get back from market. But that's
no. I've got shop orders to do after the fabric's gone.
Oh, okay.
We've got 2 weeks of dyeing for show.
Well, maybe for me.
That's got to ship, and then I've got 2 weeks of dyeing.
That means I've got 2 weeks of cutting and serging.
I'll be dyeing all the way up till.
Okay, so it's not going to be
before we leave.
It's not going to be a rest before we go. It'll be a rest once we get there after market. We're so looking forward to it. We've got a friend of ours, Noah Stitches, here on Flosstube. He lives in Nashville, and he's kindly coming to help us out, which will be wonderful, because even though we're sort of going to be cutting back on linen and threads after market, we still are going to be opening up every so often, and I'll be still getting Nashville orders over there. So having Noah there to help us will be a huge win.
It's not why he's coming.
Brendan thinks that now Noah and I will be around shopping and socialising for the entire 3 days, but we will be working.
The only time I'm going to see the two of you is when it's time to get out of the bar and you want me to pay.
Well, that's true.
That's the only time I'm going to see the two of you. You're leaving me in the room to do all the work.
It really is going to be fun. It's very hard when you've got a retail shop and you're there as an exhibitor. You know, I do try to pre-order most things so I can just duck around to the rooms and pick them up. But, you know, you do have to go and shop and everything. So having Noah there will be wonderful. And yes, it will be fun.
For you.
So, and
Noah.
for you, I will look after the room sometimes.
You will not.
So, yeah.
The two of you are going to be having fun.
I hope so.
The two of you are evil when you get together.
So that'll be lovely. We haven't actually met before, so who knows?
Yeah, I've seen you online.
Yeah. So yeah, so that's our next. That was our last few weeks, and our next 2 weeks. So, okay. Oh, and by the way, we have no idea. Speaking of our last video, it was tragic as well. I don't know what happened, but we got 20,000 views on our last video. Brendan came in the other day. He said, "Have you looked?" And I haven't been looking at the thing. I have to go and answer everyone's questions. We have just been working, you know, day and night. So I haven't had much of a chance. He said, "How many views do you think we've had?" And I said, "I don't know." It was like 5 times what we normally get. 20,000. So somebody out there, or several people, must have mentioned it. Maybe it was me doing the being bleeped out. I don't know, maybe that won't make everyone talking. But yes, so whoever gave us a shout out, I know Brenda did. Brenda and Laura did, but obviously other people must have as well, because it's crazy. So for everyone who watched, thank you so much. So yeah, it was a bit of a strange one.
Speaking of
Laura, yeah. Oh, okay. So for Laura's, I'm sure many of you already know, Laura from Brenda and the Serial Starter had her 60th birthday a few weeks ago, and I couldn't think what to get her for. I'm big on these special occasion birthdays, so I thought, wow, she's going to be getting sent so many things. So let's try to do something that nobody else can do for her. Well, can do for her, but may not do for her. So I knew she liked redwork samplers, so I designed her a redwork sampler. That was just meant to be for Laura to stitch if she wanted to, you know. But we got so many requests to see if we were releasing this. We said, no, this was 100% just a gift. It's just for Laura to do with whatever she wants. And so we were talking to her about it, and we just said, well, look, we're happy just to give it away. If you're happy to share it with the world, we'll just give it away. And I said, well, maybe we can put it up for free, and as just an option, you don't have to, make a donation to a charity of your choice. Well, it's gone nuts. And honestly, obviously not everyone's going to be doing the charity donation, but so many people have. I can't even tell you. It's amazing how many charities. Yeah. So thank you so very much, and I'm sure Laura is touched by all the wonderful charities that will be benefiting from this. So, and this is the chart. It's just Laura Duet, 1962. As you may have known, Laura's heritage she has a Dutch heritage, and I've just put in, Brenda helped me with a lot of the initials for her family members, her mum, her grandmother, Mike. Yes, so if anyone wants that, we'll put the link below. As I said, if you can make a donation to your favourite charity in Laura's name, that's even better. So
people have donated to some amazing charities, some cancer institutes.
Oh, everything.
Churches,
a lot of animal welfare.
Food banks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Homeless charities. Homeless charities. Oh, and some very unusual ones that that's how you kind of know that they've definitely done it, because they've named some really unusual charities, and we can't tell you how much we appreciate you doing that. So one thing, the top part of that sample, just the alphabet part, is off an antique sampler that I will be it's just a lovely alphabet sampler that I'll be releasing later in the year, but the whole 3/4 of the bottom we just did from scratch. So yeah.
You did?
Well, I did.
I had no part in it.
This is true. You converted it to a chart for me.
Okay.
So you had a little part.
Yeah,
so
I guess I made the cover, didn't I?
You did make the cover. Thank you, baby.
Yeah.
Yep. So thank you very much. And as I said, that's available free on our website.
Yep. So the link for that will be below.
Yep. We're going off Bren's checklist, the infamous checklist, which we definitely need at the moment, because I'm so tired I can hardly even remember what my first name is today.
At least we're sticking to it.
I know. We are. You're doing well.
I don't know, we're going to talk about that.
Oh yes, that's right. Thank you. I would have forgotten. Brent and I have been. This is not for market. This will be when we get back. We are going to sit down after market when we're having a 2-week vacation after market over in the States. So we really
working vacation.
Working vacation, yeah. But we sort of want to get everything streamlined more when we get home. Just so that we can be a little bit more organised and not be working both ends of the day. But we're also working out different ways of presenting things a bit better. So any suggestions are always welcome. But what we were thinking about, we're trying to cut down our use of plastic bags. So I was looking at some Teresa Kogut charts that I got recently, which were spiral bound, and Teresa's been doing that for ages, and I know now that Hands Across the Sea are also doing spiral bound, so a few more designers seem to be doing it, and so we think that would be a good option, because then we don't have to put them in a plastic bag. I don't like those. I don't even want to put them in the plastic bags that seal down, because they always inevitably stick and rip part of the chart. I saw a few people posting online the other day charts that had been damaged by those stick down things, and also too, they're plastic, so we don't want those. But I know Teresa doesn't put them in bags, and her charts are always they're never damaged or anything. So Bren's looking into investing in a quite a good automatic kind of ring binder. And I think it'll save us time too. Having to open those plastic bags and shove them in, it's time consuming, isn't it?
Plus, it's easier to store things when they're not in plastic as well.
Yeah, and also too, the plastic bags that we do get come from the States. That's been problematic recently because of the whole mail thing. So what we were wanting to, and just please leave us a comment below. We are reading them all, and I will be commenting in the next couple of weeks. But we just like to know, do you like charts that are ring bound, or would you prefer us to continue on putting them in the plastic Ziploc bags? I know that's the ring binding is what we would like, but we don't want to do anything that is not sort of what most people would like. So please let us know below. Just put ring bound or bags. I guess just one or the other. So so we'll be interested to see what you all think about that. And if it's a ring bound, we'll invest in that when we get home, and away we go. Oh my goodness, Peaches, really? Peachy's been feeling a little bit off colour today. She's been a bit off her food, so we're just keeping an eye on her. She seems okay, but what's the matter?
It's the first time she hasn't eaten a snack.
Yeah, normally with a tame greyhound or a whippet, if there's a snack involved, I said Lily just heard the word and nearly had a convulsion. But Peachy's been a little bit quiet today. So we're not sure if she's eaten like a bad worm out of the backyard or something's happened, but we'll keep an eye on her. And she needs to go to the vet. She could be the heat. The heat's terrible today. But yeah, she may have eaten a frog or something in our backyard. You never know. It could be making her feel a bit queasy. But
they don't eat them. They just chase them.
We'll keep her as long as they're nowhere near me. I have a deathly fear of frogs. And they're everywhere at the moment. Because it's hot, they're everywhere. And it'll rain overnight, so the frogs are everywhere. I went out the back with the dogs the other night wondering what they had right now. I bent down and the frog just jumped at me and I nearly had a stroke. So, yeah, I'm not keen on the frogs. But the girls like to chase them. So, yeah, we're keeping an eye on her. She's looking very tired.
Yeah, I don't think they eat them. They just poke them until they jump.
Whoa.
And then they chase them as they're jumping.
Not good for my health. So.
Don't you?
Yeah, just over there. Okay, so yes, so that's all our questions. Righto, what have we got, Brendan?
Purchases.
Purchases. Or we do, okay, purchases.
You can go first.
I can't even think
Because
what
I've
I
got
bought.
Peachy.
Okay. Righto. It's my stitching. I'll show you. So, as always, we've been getting anything that we've been shop purchases I've sent to our friend Cindy in the States. She's been putting them all in a big box, and after a few weeks, we've been getting them picked up DHL. It's the only way to get things here at the moment, apart from all the beautiful Christmas cards that have been coming, but I'll talk to you about that in a sec. So we got on Saturday, I think it was, a big box. I was just thrilled to bits because, actually I'll take that out of the plastic. Oh my God. This, I'm in the I always get this wrong, the Homespun Sampler cross-stitch group, the one that has the exclusive designs for it, which we're doing an exclusive design for them later this year, which is exciting. But this was the one from Beth Twist, Heartstring Samplery. Now you had the choice of kits with the black full sampler. The chart for both are in here, but you had the choice for the black sampler or the smaller one. Well, the smaller one was on Lakeside Linen, so that is 100% the one that I chose. And it was just so beautifully packaged. This came from Acorns and Threads. They had this exclusive for the group. So they worked with Beth to do this beautiful design. So I've got a corner gauge with Winter Comes, which is the name of the design on the back. Love that. Fabulous, fabulous stickers for my book of days. Lovely, lovely. And just beautifully packaged. Look how beautifully this is packaged. So all the threads on a beautiful, I think it's called Wood Smoke.
It's a pretty colour.
Isn't that gorgeous? From, I can't see the name.
Might be on the back, is it?
Might be on the back, is it, baby? Oh, Vintage Wood Smoke. And I love Lakeside Linen. So that one will 100% be going into my rotation this year. So I was very excited to get that one. I could not have ordered that one quick enough when it was released.
Did you get both?
Isn't it beautiful?
Designs?
Yeah, both designs, yeah. So both charts are in there. I'm just doing the cut down version on the wood smoke. The other one's on a black.
Okay, so you could get the kit for one colourway, did you?
So this one, you chose the colourway, and
it's pretty.
I think they were both just as popular as each other because I know they sold out fairly quickly. And I was lucky in the first lot, and then the second lot have been shipping now. So so that was really exciting to get that. In that same shipment over here was two well, I'd say exclusives. They're not limited edition, but they're exclusives from Hobby House. Hobby House Press. So that's Dasher and Dancer. Oh, I love this. I'll be doing this for Christmas this year. Oh, I stitch Christmas all year round, so I will be stitching that soon. That one, and...
I haven't seen this.
No, because they just arrived on Saturday. They did yesterday.
You kept them a secret, though.
Well, I haven't even had a chance to have a good look at them, to be honest, Brett. I don't think we've exactly had much time in the last 24 hours. And the other one is Prancer. Aren't they fabulous? As far as I know, you can still get these from Hobby House Needleworks. You can only get them from...
You can only get them from Hobby House.
From Kathy. Is Kathy? Hobby House.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, I have completely blanked. But it's Hobby House Needleworks. So we'll put Hobby House's address down below, and you can ring up and order those. Just little things. I don't know if it's on that chart. I've just noticed it now. I don't want to show the chart. So, but this is a cool idea. She's put the project notes, so you can make project notes inside your chart, which is a cool idea. But they are just gorgeous, and I love them. So not only do we get that from Hobby House, have you got yours there?
No, they're over there.
Ah, okay. Well, I'll show mine. We have now started an obsession, which I think is going to be a lifelong one, of Kohana. We, up until now, my favourite scissors in the world, apart from my beautiful, we've got those beautiful ones that one you bought me from that artisan gentleman in France, those beautiful ornate things that are just divine. I love the... what's the company that's... I'm so tired I can't even think of anyone's names or any names at the moment. Oh, the Davos scissors, which you can still get at some needlework shops. Basically, they've discontinued making scissors. I think they make dental products or something. But I love my Davos scissors. They're my favourites. These ones are just as good. And look at this. Look at the beautiful box that they come in. I know Nicola has shown these on... Hands Across the Sea Flosstube as well, so she's caught the bug. I think Brenda and Laura have caught the bug. Everybody has. These are just beautiful. So we've now set up a wholesale account so that Brenda can get a lot more. We
sell them too.
Oh, we will be. But these ones, what are these ones called? Swedish, these were called.
Golden Winter or something.
Oh, it's on the back. It is Winter Gold. So, and they are just beautiful. I think Brendan's now ordered, what's the new colour? They're limited edition colours too, so I think once they're gone, aren't they?
Yeah.
They come in a beautiful leather pouch.
You're going to poke my eye.
Sorry about that, they're very sharp too. So, yeah, so these are just beautiful. So if you can't, I don't know who else in the States sells them. Hobby House Needleworks definitely does, but I don't know what colours they have in stock now. I don't know if they still have these. We've ordered the navy from here, and I think a couple of shops in Australia are selling them now too, aren't they?
Stitch in Time sells them.
Stitch in Time in Hobart sell them. I would think that Julie at Quill Goblins probably got them, possibly. Just give her a call.
Yeah,
but I can't. And Stitch in Sydney, yeah, have call Tessa if you're in Australia. But yeah, we cannot recommend these highly enough. These are beautiful, beautiful scissors. And I know what Brendan's like. When he gets the collecting bug, he will be keeping an eye on every new colour that comes out.
I ordered the navy ones.
Within 2 seconds of seeing them.
So
yeah.
That should be here tomorrow.
Yeah. So look at the beautiful box. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah, so that was new. And Brett's got his, but they're over there.
But I don't know if I ordered 2 pairs, but I think I might only order
You better have ordered 2 pairs, Brett. There better be 2 of everything coming. Yeah, so I want a green pair though, because green's my favourite colour. So I haven't seen past ones when I've gone back through. And I know there was a pink one. And I think there was like a maroon burgundy one, but I haven't seen a green one. So if there's a green one, I absolutely want that. I'm doing that. Okay, so my friend Julie, Kansas City girl in the Colorado world, we've been doing, I'll show you in a minute when we show what we've been stitching. We've been doing something where we stitch by the full moon and stuff. So this one was one that Julie showed me and I had to get it immediately. It's from the Little Stitcher. And she showed me somebody stitching who did this on a very, very dark, like a really, really dark navy blue. So Brendan's going to dice a piece. I don't know the right. Yes, I did ask you.
No,
I actually said, could you? And you said yes. See, he's tired and he doesn't remember anything.
Yeah, you're telling me I've agreed to a lot of things lately that I don't
Brendan's
remember
going to dye them.
to.
And because we're taking Julie's birthday present over to the States with us because I'm waiting on something to arrive. So that navy blue, I'll give you a spoiler, Julie, if you're watching this, that will be in with your birthday present. So we're doing this on navy, a Fox and Rabbit exclusive navy blue. But it's called Phases, the Moon Phases. And I just love it. Somebody apparently had stitched on this lovely navy colour and it was just gorgeous. So we will show that fabric. No, I probably won't show it until I get back because I'll surprise Julie when we get over there. So that's that one. That's the Little Stitcher. This one, the Cruel Goblin does like a stitch along every year. I think there's usually a couple of charts. And I'm pretty sure that this one is one of the stitch alongs for this year. It's by Sovereign Samplers, which is exclusive to the Cruel Goblin down in Sydney. But it's a PDF. It's a printed chart as well as a PDF. And I've seen a few people actually stitching this, because the picture doesn't do it justice on here. So have a look for it on Instagram. If you do a search, you'll see some beautiful samplers being produced. It's called Odile. See, I cannot pronounce it. Resent, 1844. This is so beautiful. What's the daisy?
We need to go to
language
lessons.
I know. Anything Italian or French, I'm hopeless. I've got a feeling, my friend who I'm doing a stitch along with, Jules Darling on Instagram, I think she may have started this one, but it's very, very pretty. Won't be stitching that until later in the year, but I'm going to definitely kit that one up. Now, the next one I'm sure everybody has seen everywhere. It's just gone berserk. This has been on my unicorn list for more years than I can remember. I used to stock this chart way back in the day. And as always, sold the last one, didn't know it was going to be discontinued, and have been forever trying to find it since. Well, this is of female worth. It is the ES Spot Motif Sampler. Who's doing a stitch along with me? Christine at Hollis Hands Create and I are going to do a stitch along together with this one. And that's it. And along with a few of my other friends as well. I think they're going to start it as well. So that's that one. And that's being... oh gosh, that's 1884 Stitchery. So 1884stitchery.com. They have been able to get the rights to reproduce that. So you can get that one as a printed chart or a PDF. I couldn't get that thing downloaded fast enough. So yeah, so that's going to be a stitch along. I think we're going to, Christine, I think we're talking about starting that either at market or when we get back from market. So
we don't have
very exciting. I haven't had time for anything before, no. Oh, now who was it? Who gave me the heads up about this one? I'm so tired. Isn't that gorgeous? Quite a few people have done this on our baked clay, and I saw one on Up in the Attic. This one is Mary Amelia's Bird, and it's by Quaint Rose Needle Arts. I'm sure everyone's seen this one getting stitched too. It is so beautiful. Every time I think I've got that one worked out, a few people are doing this on different linens of ours, which was lovely. So, and every time, I think the first one I saw stitched was on hog bristle. I thought, oh, perfect, that looks great. And then I saw it on baked clay, and I thought, oh no, that looks better. And then I think I saw it on Up in the Attic, which is not all that different to baked clay. Now I don't know which one to choose. So,
one's browner and one's redder.
One's browner and one's redder. Yeah, I think I might put it on. I think I'll put it on baked clay, I think.
The redder one.
Yeah, I think so. So that's that one. Again, PDF download. Fabulous. Right, now these next two were from Al Forest Embroidery. Just beautiful. Now, I had to actually I had to buy these via a friend's PayPal account, which thank you, Naomi, for letting me do that. Because for some reason, PayPal just would not let us pay Al Forest. I don't know.
Something to do with
why.
The business account. And
something to do with the fact that we have a business account and it's Russia or something. I don't
something
know.
To do with money laundering.
They tried to help us. The people at Al Forest tried to help us, but it just simply wouldn't work. And I've talked to another few people, and apparently with business accounts they have trouble too. So thankfully, Naomi kindly let me use her PayPal account to pay for it, and obviously we just fixed her up for it. So, but I just love these. So I'm so happy to get them. They are Merry Christmas by, look, these are all individual little letters. I absolutely will have that hanging off our garland over it. We've got a great big square opening in the wall here, so I want that hanging from our garland that we hang there every year for Christmas. It's a monster chart, and it's beautifully, isn't that good? Beautifully charted. Very clear. My first Al Forest embroidery chart, so I'm really looking forward to that. The other one by Al Forest, this is just gorgeous. It's called the Black Vintage Sample. Again, I'm sure many people have been seeing this one come to life out there. I think Stacey 911 Stitcher is stitching this. I think that's where I originally saw it. Fell in love with her stitching and thought I have to have that. It's just looks very Edwardian, very gothic, very, very, very cool. Brendan, you'll love it. It's got a mermaid, a fish, and a boat. So.
And a submarine.
And a submarine. Oh, you know, I haven't even seen the submarine. I was too busy looking at the mermaid.
Amish carriage.
Oh, well, it's got a horse. That's good enough for me. Okay. Bat. It's got a bat. It's got a hot air balloon. It's got a dirigible. It's got everything. Looks like it's got Big Ben. I just love that so much.
Grandfather clock, isn't it?
I'll probably stitch that. Yeah, grandfather clock. Oh, it's just not Big Ben. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. I am so sleep deprived. I can't even tell you. I'm going to stitch that with Felix. I've already at least picked out the black. Felix by Cottage Garden Threads is my favourite black at this point, although I'm about to start Ruskin's Penguins using Leon Roxy floss for the first time, and they look like the black that's in that kit that I bought from them looks divine too, so I may have a second favourite one. And last but not least, this is one you bought me, Bren. This one is from the Haslemere Museum. This one took a few extra days to get here.
That took 2 weeks for them to send us the PDF.
I'd forgotten that the PDF hadn't arrived.
I had to chase them twice.
Yeah, bless. It's a museum though.
I guess they're busy.
Yeah. Oh, and you know, things are a bit crazy over in the UK at the moment. So, but this one's called Mary Gibson's 1824 Sampler, and I just love it because it's, well, you know, I'm not fond of stitching houses, but I love houses in samplers. So this one's got 3, including a red house in the middle, and I just love it. It's beautiful. So jump onto the Haslemere Museum's website, but just bear in mind it may take a while for the PDF to come, but it will come. Did you end up chasing it up?
Twice.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, if it hasn't come in, you know, a week or 2, just give them a nudge. It'll come. So I think that's the second thing we've ordered from them, and I think the first one took about a week. So. Yeah, and like I said, with COVID hitting the UK quite badly at the moment, I'd say, yeah, maybe they're short-staffed. It's probably a little museum. So it's like us getting permission for those 2 samplers. The lovely man, Ralph, who was helping us, they were just so short-staffed. You know, the museum was closed for a lot of COVID when Queensland went into lockdown and stuff. So, you know, these places are often run by, you know, volunteers and people like that. So you've got to cut them a little bit of slack. Now, this next one, Julie's responsible for this one. I have seen this talked about all over Instagram and Flosstube. This is by Urban Stitches. They're in the UK. And it's a Blackwork mystery sampler. Now, I love the look of Blackwork, but I haven't done Blackwork in years. So but I did love the sound of it. It appeals to my, love all things dark and spooky and stuff. It's called That Which Does Not Kill Us. And it's a Blackwork sample. I can't show you much because it's a mystery. And so far it's just the border that's been released. But Julie, if you check out Julie, Kansas City, go on to Colorado World, have a look at her last Flosstube because she's got a big part of this beautiful border already stitched. So you can't see it here, but you will fall in love with it when you see Julie's. So I thought, you know what, I am so doing this. I'll probably wait. I think I get the feeling it's kind of going to be like, poisonous, toxic, sort of, apothecary type plants and stuff on it, which I just love it. And it's not a huge one. It's 180 by 180, so it's not massive. It's doable. So I'm going to...
It's about 12 inches by 12 inches.
Yeah, 12 inches by 12 inches, so it's not too bad at all. But this is just the information sort of sheet. But it's, if you jump onto urbanstitches.co.uk, we'll put the link below.
And write that one down then too.
Yeah, keep writing them down, baby. Yeah, because we sometimes forget the links and people sort of email saying you didn't put the link in. Brent puts a lot of links in, but I tend to throw things out all over the place and he's got to try to keep track of everything I'm saying. The link's below. Yeah, so that one. And again, I think I will do that in the Felix by Cottage Garden Threads. I'm almost said, gee, I was going to say this was going to be a short video, given the fact that our last one was a monster 2 hours or something. And I said to Brent, given the fact that we've mostly been doing market prep and shop orders the last 3 weeks or something, this will be a really short one. But the more I'm showing, the more I think this is going to be longer than I thought. Okay, so somebody...
It's 4 weeks worth of stuff you've bought.
Well, that's true. Yeah, but I haven't even been buying that much, really, in the grand scheme of things, in my usual. Well, see, I'm saving up for market.
Oh dear.
Yep. Wow, that's going to be a long one, just let me tell you. I can't remember who showed me this. Somebody who I was Zooming with or something at some point in the last 4 weeks.
Love their logo.
Oh my God, I hadn't even noticed the name of the company. Isn't that terrible? I was so obsessed with the horse. I'm obsessed with horses.
A little hunting fox.
Oh, it's called Little Fox Stitching, and it's, the logo is gorgeous.
Looks like he's a little Native American fox.
Yeah, he does. Oh, he does. He's got, yeah, that's not unusual. Anyway, Little Fox Stitching. It's an Etsy shop. And this one's called Fracta Black Horse. That horse is fabulous. So the minute she showed me that, I raced. I hadn't heard of this designer before, so, but Little Fox Stitching. Yeah, the logo is very cool. And I think that's my purchase. Oh, well, we've got our Witchy Stitcher box, which we'll show you in a minute, but Brendan will show you what he's been buying. Well, I think that's all mine.
Sure?
Yeah, I think I am. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. See? I can do it. I can do quicker than I... But in fairness, I have been sick for a week and and surging a lot, so I didn't have a lot of time to purchasing.
So I actually bought a few charts from the same designer, from Carolyn Manning Designs. Robert, when we were on a Zoom
Robert's
meeting.
Palace of Stitches, yeah.
When we were on a Zoom meeting a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago?
Oh, I think it's more like
I don't know.
3. Yeah.
He was
Long
stitching one.
Yeah.
So I saw them. He told me about the website. I went on the website and I bought a few.
And Janice, who's one of our friends on Zoom, she's up in Alaska and she's actually got this ice one 3/4. So I think she's further along than Robert is even. So
yeah. So Robert, I think he was stitching ice.
He's doing ice, and so is Janice.
So that was ice. So it's just a geometric design, full coverage geometric design. And when I saw ice, I had to buy fire.
Well, Brennan's favourite colour is orange, so that was a no-brainer.
So I'll probably start this one, I think.
You're going to do ice first. Fire first, yeah. It's beautiful. And those photos on the cover are just kind of like computer-generated images, aren't they?
Yeah.
They don't do it justice. Janice's one is beautiful. I saw hers yesterday.
But she's got hundreds and hundreds of charts, and they're all beautiful, the same. And I saw this one as well, which I like. It's only a little one.
Magic Carpet.
Magic Carpet, which is a little all-over
mosaic-y type carpet.
Well, it's like a Persian rug.
Yeah,
design.
It's beautiful. Yeah. And they're PDFs as well, so on Carolyn's website.
Yeah.
And obviously your favourite needlework shop would stock them as well, because I know Hoffman Distributing distribute her charts.
So the other thing I bought was at 5 o'clock this morning.
Yes. I was just going to bed after being up all night designing and serging. Brendan was just waking up.
Yeah, so the alarm went off at, I don't know, some ungodly hour
Ungodly
this morning.
o'clock, yeah.
Yeah, like 5:30 or 5:45 or something. For a 6 o'clock.
That was 5 o'clock this morning. It started.
Was it 5
Yeah,
o'clock?
5 o'clock.
Oh God, it was even worse.
So I was going to bed around about 3:45, and I thought to myself, "You'll be awake in an hour."
Okay, so it was 5. It was 4:45 then I was awake.
Yep.
And Starlight Stitchery had a new box.
Yeah. You missed the last one.
Yeah, I was all geared up, ready to get this one, which was Edgar Allan Poe themed. And I was lucky enough to
no-brainer for us
to actually get one this time. So that's pretty exciting. And that's why I've got the big bags under my eyes and I keep yawning.
Actually, the good thing is too, Starlight Stitchery, they're listed. We don't know if they're going. They're listed as going to market. So Brendan emailed them to see if we can just pick it up there rather than have them ship it to Cindy and then ship it to us. We will hopefully be able to pick that up at market, which would be very much fun. Very cool. So, yeah.
Yeah. And something came
yes.
2 weeks ago.
Again, it was just before we were meant to do our last video.
Yeah.
So Brendan had to even think, did we mention this in our last video? I said, no, I think we had it out because we were meant to film when I got sick, so we didn't get a chance to. So if we have shown this, and I'm sure we haven't, we're showing it again because it's that good.
Yeah, so it was our mystery box from the Witchy Stitcher.
Death Before Decaf was the name of the box.
Yeah. I still think we showed it, but Karen...
We could too, so we've shown this before. Like I said, Meg's stuff is worth showing twice, so... I think we did actually originally film an unboxing, and that's where I think Bren's getting confused. But the trouble was, even though I had my camera on horizontal, for some weird reason it filmed vertically, and it was very hard to upload onto Instagram. So we thought, we'll just show it on Flosstube instead. So what have we got? So what happened was, when Brendan, again, up at 4 o'clock in the morning or something to get this, he had everything lined up, ready to go. It was all good. Somehow you ordered 2.
Yep.
Now, you weren't meant to be able to order 2. It wasn't meant to be possible.
I'm special.
But Brendan somehow miraculously, inadvertently, must have hit something weirdly twice and got 2. So obviously, he realised straight away, contacted Meg. Meg just said, look, rather than refund you, I'll put some extras in to make it like a box for 2. So that's not normal. So... it was our mistake, and she was kind enough to do that. Bren said he was happy just to pay for 2, or refund 1 or whatever. But so that's what she did.
So Meg put together a special box for us.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to share, which was even better.
I share some things. Well, no, they're yours. Like the spoon's yours, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah, that's mine. I'm not sharing that.
Yeah.
So obviously Meg couldn't give us 2 of everything as part of this because some of the things that she had were very limited edition. She didn't have enough for the kits that she had. But
so we appreciated her doing what she did for us.
But for a few of the things that she had some extras.
Yeah.
And she put a box together for 2.
Yeah, which was really nice. So we feel very special.
That means I didn't have to share as much.
And the good thing is I don't drink tea or coffee. Sadly, I've tried to like these things. I just don't. So all the stuff that was coffee related, Bren's just in 7th heaven because he does like coffee.
But I don't know if I'm going to ever
I don't want to open the bags, Brendan. Or you got to keep the bag packets when it's all gone because those bags are beyond cool. Yeah. So what's that one called?
So there was 2 featured coffees that were part of the package. The first one was called Army of Dark Chocolate, which was it's a small batch dark roast from Bones Coffee Company.
Bones! Isn't that a great name?
Yeah, it has the both of them from Bones Coffee Company. That has the best packaging.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that. I don't actually want to open it because I don't want to wreck the bag.
Well, it seals at the top, so it won't actually... It's got one of those little tag things, so it'll only rip across the top and you can keep the bag for something else.
But I also want to try it.
Yeah.
I want to see what chocolate coffee tastes like.
So, Meg, if you've got any spare bags out there, we'll have the spare bag. You can easily open that and keep the bag. Does it smell cool?
No, so you can't.
Oh, because it's all sealed.
It's all sealed.
Yeah.
And the other one's
it's tired, can't you? Oh my goodness.
The other one's
I
called
love
From
this.
Dusk to Donuts, which is a glazed jelly donut flavoured coffee, which sounds a little bit horrendous.
Yes, I know, but if ever there was something, Brendan and donuts go hand in hand. So this one is definitely one you have to try. Look at that label. That's so amazing.
Yeah, I'm
Aren't
not.
people clever? Like whoever this coffee company is, the Bones Coffee Company. What cool package! I don't know whether they did the packaging or Meg does the packaging.
No, it's from them.
Which is from them. So,
Yeah.
no, oh yeah, it must be. So they're fabulous. Great packaging.
Yeah,
So cool in the box.
Yeah, I'm a bit worried about this one. I'm not sure whether I want to try it or not.
You will. Anything to do with donut, you're there, baby.
Yeah, and there was a tea in
Yes.
there as well, a herbal tea. So it's
There's two of those. So he'll get
pomegranate
both
green
of these.
tea, lavender, and calendula.
These things look so pretty.
So it's a pretty tea
And look at Meg's fabulous sticker.
and a great sticker on the back from Meg.
I wish I liked tea. I have tried every which way and backwards to like tea, but to me it's just like drinking hot water. I just do not get it. But Brendan loves all kinds of tea.
Yeah, and
It's cool.
yeah,
Stitch gauge.
It's a stitch gauge. Yeah, that was part of it.
Oh, that's a cool one too. Oh, that makes more sense. Well, I've seen other stitch gauges, but they look different to that.
Yeah, so it's from
What a
Nerdfelt.
good idea.
The stitch gauge, and you just put it over your. It's got a
Your linen.
white backing on it. It looks like that you peel off,
Yeah.
so that it becomes clear, and you put it over your linen, and that way you
Well,
can count.
that's so neat, isn't it?
You can count what
What's the company? Nerdfelt.
Nerdfelt.
.net. Yeah, so that was another thing.
Yeah.
Very cool. You got a hoop?
Yep. There's an embroidery hoop.
No. He's looking at the see if I got this. I'm waiting until we get the double ups. Well, the tea was a double up, but I don't think tea is.
Beautiful piece of linen.
Yeah, I think this was by Seraphim. Was it Seraphim?
Just
Mystic Fabrics, I beg your pardon.
Yeah, so it's from Mystic Fabrics, the linen. So I think Misty
That's Misty, yeah, we know that, Misty.
Misty would have dyed this for us.
So it's nice to have one of your linens, Misty.
It's a 28 count.
We always see your gorgeous linens at Expo and stuff, so that was good to get a
Really
piece.
pretty linen.
So pretty.
It's called Witch's Cold Brew, the colour.
Oh, isn't that a great name? So that's just beautiful.
So it looks like a cup of coffee.
Yeah, and it looks like it's 28 count,
It's
so
28
that's
count.
good enough for you to stitch on sweets.
Yeah. And again, it's got another great little sticker.
Yeah. I was even pulling some of those stickers off to put on our things, but we got stickers.
I've already got it on the copy.
Yeah, we got stickers in the bag, in the box as well.
So I think everything else was the same, isn't
I
it?
think it is, yeah. Except we did get a packet of stickers.
Oh.
So these two are still to be put on things. I'm going to put those in my book of days. But the other ones, Brendan's got that one.
And we got two stickers, so it's that one there and that one there.
And I pulled that one because it's still a vinyl sticker off one of the packages because it was on plastic, so it came off really easy and stuck to my things. And speaking of, I know should be in Stitch Your Kindness, but our friend Vicky Gable, who does amazing project bags and stuff, and is one of our Zoom friends, she did me a vinyl Mothman sticker, and life isn't all cross stitch, but it should be. And she did you a Bigfoot.
That's not on this cup.
That one
Oh,
is,
they've got that
yeah.
one, yeah.
And there's another Bigfoot that's on his other mug.
That one, yeah.
So thank you, Vicky.
The other one's on my other mug.
Vicky knows we love them. Okay, and then again with the fabulous stickers. Everything's black, of course.
And a needle minder.
Needle minder for me as well,
Death
which
by
is
Decaf.
Death by Decaf.
Oops.
Love it, love it,
Your
love it.
arm's shorter than mine.
Uh-huh.
And it also come with a little coffee bean charm as well.
Bean. I don't know
I
if
don't
you
know
can.
if you
Yeah, that's you may with your long arms, Brendan.
I don't know if you can see that at
So
all.
I'm going to put that on one of my zipper pulls for my project bags. Love that. Very cool. Don't lose it because it dropped on the floor before and it bounced and I couldn't find it and I thought, oh my gosh, Lily will find it. But I got it before us, so that was all good.
Something else I got that you didn't get.
Oh yeah, the spoon, the fought over item because I do drink hot chocolate.
This is a
So
sugar
I
spoon.
thought,
It's for
what
getting-
is it?
A sugar spoon for getting lumps of sugar out.
Oh, I don't know that I even wanted to use it. I just wanted it in my office.
You're not having it. So it's a cool spoon.
Okay, so explain to me again what do you do with it? It's got holes in it.
Yeah, but it's for sugar cubes.
Oh, okay.
So it's by Lively Ghosts, the spoon.
Oh, just fabulous. Fabulous names. Okay, and we got a little, now this is an espresso flavoured soap. Oh my God, and I've lost.
It's not a flavoured.
Scented. When I say flavoured, oh, you're not going to eat it, no. Although I think they need to wash my mouth out with soap last video after I got bleeped. But no, this is not for washing my mouth out with soap. So it's a little decapitated hand.
A little creepy doll hand.
I love that. Oh, we've got different coloured ones. Oh, very cool. Different skin colours. Yep. Very cool. Now, I did have the card for who this was by, and I can't see it here.
I don't have it either.
Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. I think this is a freshly brewed hand soap with light cappuccino scent. This is by Mad Maggie's Boutique.
On Etsy.
On Etsy. So, Mad Maggie's. My arm is just not long enough for this. So, it's Mad Maggie's Boutique on Etsy. And that's very cool. Again, I'm not using that as a soap, but that is so going on my desk. Brendan in his room, we'll show a video one day, has all these, I love them, but they're creepy kind of, what are they, doll heads from like the 40s or something, Brendan? Those old ceramic dolls' heads and stuff. He has them in his office all around.
Come from a rubbish, the story the lady told us that was, a lady collected dolls and she had a falling out with a daughter or a husband or something, and they took
decades and decades ago.
And they took all her porcelain dolls out the back and burnt them all.
When she died?
No, it was part of the fire.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So all these creepy doll heads were all burnt, which is fabulous though, because it looks like they've been in like a raku fire or something. They're fabulous, aren't they?
Yeah.
And what happened, Bubba? A lady bought them as a job lot or something, didn't she?
Yeah, she went and dug them up and cleaned them up. And
there's this freaky store in well, it used to be in Katoomba, it's now in Lura in the Blue Mountains. I can't think of the name of it now. They have all these really cool, creepy things, and it's when we saw them, I'm like, oh my God! So they're just the doll heads. We'll show them in the next. We might, if we can remember, which we probably won't. We'll show them in the next video. But Brendan has all these like doll heads that have all been burnt.
You can't get into my office at the moment.
No. There's just so much market stuff in there.
There's all market stuff all over the floors.
They're incredibly creepy. Like one of them even has some like dried hydrangea leaves coming out of its head. It's just very cool. So that's what that hand I'm sure will go there. Now this is my favourite part. Well, no, it's my second favourite part. Yeah.
So Colour and Cotton, as part of the box as well, put together some beautiful threads.
And we did get 2 sets of these, although I'm probably going to have both.
You'll keep 2 sets.
This I am. I said you can have all the rest, but I want all the cottons.
And again, these are all coffee themed. So there's one called Chai.
So amazing.
Death Before Decaf, which is a beautiful chocolate brown colour. Maple Syrup, that's pretty.
Yeah, they're all beautiful.
Almond Latte.
Isn't that beautiful?
That's beautiful.
You'd like to drink that, wouldn't you, Brendan?
And the last one is Espresso.
Espresso.
That's really pretty.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Beautiful variegation in it.
I know. These are beautiful. I've been wanting to try colour and cotton threads for ages. We've been talking to them, and I think we're going to be designing with them as well. So I'm so excited about that. I can't even tell you. So really happy to work with Colour and Cotton on using some of their beautiful threads in our coming designs. So, but I've asked if these are part of their actual permanent range, because if they are, that is so my palette. So I will be designing something later in the year with those. If not, there'll be plenty of other colours to use. Oh, these were the charts as well.
Yeah, and there were some charts as well. There's some charts still to come.
Yeah.
That will be released over the next month or 2, I guess. But there was a series of charts from the Witchy Stitcher that come with it as well. So the first one was called Witch's Brew.
I think some of these have started becoming available now. I know the next one I'm pretty sure has. Although Julie, again, Kansas City girl, she's actually, we've got very similar tastes. She's, I think, halfway through stitching this one now, but she got the box, so
That's
as well.
cool.
Yeah, that's the one Julie's stitching.
So Death by Decaf.
She got the box though, so she got a head start too. So I'm pretty sure that one may have been released now. I love this one, and I'm pretty sure that one's been released now too.
Coffin Break.
I love that one. It's so cool. And I love that one. Oh, I love all of them.
R.I.P. Decaf.
Look at that. Fabulous. And
the last one is The Nightmare Before Coffee.
it's just so good. So good. She never disappoints. And our favourite thing. Oh, also, actually, I don't know. I'm not. Forgive my ignorance. Is that meant to be a coffee bean? But this pom pom was in there, so I'm not quite sure. That's yours.
Yeah, plus hundreds of pieces of confetti.
Oh yeah, ghosts, pumpkins, bats. They're still on the floor. We've vacuumed a million times. I found a bat and a ghost on the floor this morning. I love them, but yeah, they're everywhere, and I'm sure they've probably been going through the dog's digestive system to them. But this is our favourite part of the box. It's very close for me with the current cotton threads, but this beautiful. Does it say who it's made by, Bren? Oh, it does, but I don't.
I can't read it.
We actually do have, and I apologise that we don't have the actual.
So Meg had some of these for sale as well.
Yeah, she did. But we also had an instruction booklet in there that said who supplied everything. So I do apologise. I couldn't find it for love of money when I went to get everything. So, I just love that. Obviously, I won't have coffee in mine, but I'll be having hot chocolate and all good things in mine. Yeah. This is my favourite mug in the world.
Beautifully made and beautifully glazed as well.
And my friend Bobby is an amazing potter. And she does lots of beautiful pottery, so I'll be definitely showing her that because she loves seeing other people's beautiful pottery as well. But no one's getting that one. I was so excited. Thank you, Meg, for putting 2 of those in, because I think if Brendan had gotten that,
I wouldn't have gotten
it. It's okay, he got the spoon. There's no way he would have gotten the mug, so I can tell you that. Okay, so yeah, so that was fabulous. So I think that's all of our purchases. Mm-hmm. What's next, baby? What we're working on?
Yeah.
Have you got anything?
Mine's over there. I can bring it over.
No, because you haven't stitched a thing in the last 4 weeks, have you?
I have. I stitched about 10 stitches.
Okay.
So I'm still
while he's doing that, I'll get mine here.
I'm still part of my stitching club. 6 Stitches Club.
Oh, it's the 6 Stitches Club, so you haven't been burned yet, baby, because you've done a little bit.
I've done about 20 stitches in 4 weeks. So.
Okay, so now I can now get these threads back that Lily did not get. Now, I technically haven't started this just because I'm crazily stitching a model for market at the moment. Like our model stitches are going like mad things. Like I said, shout out to Marg, Jenny, and Naomi. But I'm in a couple of stitch alongs. This one's with Julie as well, and Julie and Alexis. We are doing Halloween at Hawker on Hello. So that's that one. I have it all kitted up. Look at those divine colours. Now, the idea is we're going to... What's great about this stitch along with Alexis and Julie, with the other one I'm doing with Julie as well, is that it's really a small commitment, which is really good. I'm doing it on our Duxbury linen.
It's a light Duxbury, that one.
It's a light... I asked Brendan, could he do a light Duxbury for me? As in the light, antiquing and stuff on it. Normally it's a little bit darker than that.
Well,
but
it depends on the weather. So
well, it does too, that's true.
It's been wet, so when it's wet, these colours come out light.
Yeah.
When it's hot,
they come out dark. Not so much, yeah. Or is it the opposite way around?
No, when it's wet, they come out light because it's... I don't know why, but the longer it takes to dry, the lighter the colours.
Lighter it is?
Yeah.
Well, that suited me down the ground because...
The faster it dries,
there is
the darker
a fair
the
bit.
colours.
There is a bit of distressing on there, as you can probably see. But so the idea is we can stitch it at any time. Like, I mean, this year I really do want to stitch what I want. Do you know what? I started off. Oh, I feel bad because I talked some friends of mine into Naomi and Linda into doing Whip Go with me. I thought I'm going to have a go at Whip Go this year. But I lasted a day. I don't think I pulled the pattern, the kits out, but the one thing I have got, it's not the concept of whip go. I can do that. My problem is anything that's going to start in January every year is not likely to happen because for the first 2 months I will always have market prep. Now I want to be more organised next year, but it doesn't matter. There will still be so much going on for market that I can't commit to anything at the start of the year. So I'm in some stitch alongs with my friend Jody and some of the other girls, but realistically I can't do much until I get back from market. So my whip go didn't happen. So I'm just stitching what I want. But the good thing about this one is we're just stitching this on the 31st of every month. So we got, which means I'll be starting this tomorrow. Maybe. It might be the 31st of next month because I really do have to get a model finished. So that's Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. So very, very, at least I'm all kitted up. Even put it on a Q-snap because I normally stitch in hand, but that one's a bit too big to stitch in hand. So there's that one. The other one, excuse me, is also with Julie and my other friend Jules. I've shown this one before. This is just my working copy because the other one, my actual one, is out in my other room. This is, because this is what I've got on. I've got this on loan from my friend Paulette, so I've got to bring this back, the actual original, back to market. I'm just distracted because we've got baby ducklings walking in our front lawn at the moment. I love ducklings. Look at them, Brenda. There's about 9 of them.
I think there's 8.
8 of them?
Yeah.
They're little ducklings and they're so beautiful.
There's only one parent, but...
Yeah, I don't know where... I know, they're normally with 2. I don't...
Yeah.
The ducks around here always have, like, you know, the mother and father duck. But anyway.
They've been here for about 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
Those little babies.
No, but every so often they wander into our yard. They're so beautiful.
They're starting to get
anyway,
feathers.
Squirrel. So, yeah, they are. Yeah, so Moonsick, the original's I'm taking back, although she said there's no hurry, but I'm taking that back to Paulette when we see her at market. But this is Moonsick, and I just love it. We're stitching this every full moon, so once a month. But the 3 of us tend to do it for the 2 nights. Like you've got a full moon, and it's kind of almost a full moon the next night. So now this is each of us, because I think this thing was originally all done in. I think it was all done in thread gatherer silks, I think. Yeah, all done in silken colours. I wasn't doing that for a tiny sample, little one like this. So all of us have picked our own colours close to the originals. So it's a mess.
Looks like Lily's had a chew of that
I
one
think
too.
Lily may have had a little bit of a go at this. But the funny thing is I didn't get as much done this past full moon because I had my fabric, I had the chart, I'd already started it, you know, and I couldn't find my thread ring. Maybe that's why. Maybe that little rodent took off with it. But I found it on the floor in my room, so quite possibly
Looks like she's had a chew.
It does. So they're my pretty colours. This is also on Duxbury. And it doesn't look like I've done a lot. But I've got to tell you, that top part, and that's repeated at the bottom, that is a beast. There's a lot of stitching in that black section. It's deceptively time consuming. It's gorgeous, but the rest of it, I think, until I get to the black one at the bottom, will stitch up fairly quickly. So I expect the next full moon, which will be in, which actually, I don't know when, but it'll be just before we fly to the States, I will be setting up and doing quite a lot on the next full moon because we'll be almost ready to fly to market. And the last thing, now typically I would have had this finished yesterday, but again I've been stitching a model, which is frustrating. But guess what we finally got? It is the last installment of my Cryptid stitch along from the Witchy Stitcher. I'm so happy to be able to stitch this final Cryptid, but I'm really sad that it's finished. It's been such fun. Now, as many of you know, Mothman was the very first one. I'll just show you. So we'll tell you about what our plans are in a minute. I will have this finished by tomorrow. But this, oh, it's not. Excuse me, it's not ironed. But that is me, and with the final Cryptid started. But I'll have that finished tomorrow, and I'll put a photo on Instagram. But this has been the most fun I've ever had. I'm amazed that I've kept up with it. That shows you how much fun it was, because what I've done each cryptid probably takes, that border took a long time, but each cryptid probably has taken me about 5 hours to stitch. So I've been, because it drops on a Friday night, it's our Saturday, so I've been doing it on a Saturday, on a cryptid Zoom, which is going to continue on anyway because I've got to know those girls really well from overseas. So yeah, so I've got them, but guess what the last one was? So it basically was so funny because it kind of went, it sort of went, what happened, baby? It was
torturing.
It was, when it was originally come out, the very first one is Meg's favourite cryptid, and luckily it's mine too, is Mothman. And then we went across to the Nightcrawler, and then for some bizarre reason, it went down here, and then down and across the bottom, and then up to the, what's that one called? The Death Worm, which was so much fun. That was last week. And it left this weird position on the on the sampler, and I thought, what an odd place to finish. Well, basically, I think, well, from what we can gather, Meg was torturing Brendan until Bigfoot was released. And what she's done, and it's genius. It's not Bigfoot. It's genius. Is she's charted 3 cryptids, and you can choose your final cryptid. But her one, if you have a look on the Witchy Stitcher, it's on her Facebook page, it's on her Instagram page, you'll see the original was stitched with Bigfoot. So I can't get my thing, that's the 3. So we've got the Popelic Goat Man, Bigfoot, and Hodag, which is like a demon looking thing. I haven't had a chance to read them yet. So obviously I don't have a choice because it's Bigfoot going in there. But I just thought, and then we also got a little bonus, which I just love because it's basically Mothman, but it's her Cone of Doom. So I'll be stitching that into a tiny little pincushion that'll go in my office. But it was so funny because I thought, oh my gosh, because people were doing, it got quite funny in the end. People were doing, there was a hashtag Give Brendan Bigfoot by the end. It was hysterical. And thank goodness Meg's got a good sense of humour. I didn't take offence or anything. But it was so funny because it got comical every week. I would post a photo of my stitching, and rather than people saying, oh, that looks really good, it was like, oh, poor Brendan doesn't have Bigfoot yet. I'm like, what? And it was so funny, and I just said to her, leaving the Bigfoot to last was just genius. And she said the torture was a lot of fun. When she said something like that, and Brendan said something like, oh, I see that Bigfoot was planned to be the 3rd one, and well, I can forget what she said. And she come back with something very, very funny. So yeah, so Bigfoot has arrived. I'll have that stitched tomorrow, and we'll call that one done. And then I'll get it framed, and it's going to this one for his office, isn't it? But I think I'm going to, as I said, I'm going to stitch the little Cone of Doom for myself. So thank you, Meg. That was Witchy Stitcher, fabulous. There's a rumour that there's going to be a companion piece. If there's another stitch along, you won't get me on the website to load that thing fast enough because that's the most fun I've had. That's been the last 6 months. So bring on the next one. And that's my stitching, baby. Oh, the only other thing, I am in a stitch along. I just remembered it's in the other room. I'm actually stitching Jane Stanwick's with my friend Jodie is running the stitch along, and with just an Instagram group of friends. And she gives us weekly assignments, so I'll be catching. I've got a good part of the assignments done, but I will get that one done and caught up when we're away. I'll be taking it away to Nashville with me just to catch up. Away you go, Brendan.
Well,
so sorry.
So the only thing I've put any stitches on in the last 4 weeks, and it's only a little bit in the sun, is the shores of Hawk Run. One day I'll have
enough time,
some spare time that I can actually stitch.
When we get home from market, we'll start getting a bit of a better work-life balance, Brendan.
I hope so.
We will. As I said, we're going to we'll sort of let everyone know what's going on with the shop. We're going to be having linen threads back up online next weekend for a big sale. But we're going to take a break from it for a while. We'll tell everybody about it properly down the track. But we're going to keep it, but we're going to sort of probably open up. Like when we get back from market, we might open for a week with all the market releases. But ultimately, I can't keep doing both. We just can't keep working these crazy hours, can we, Brad? But we'll let everybody know more about that soon. We're not it's not closing down. We're just having a break. So, but it will be back up and running next weekend for a big sale. And yeah, so once that's sort of not really in the picture, we'll be able to start organising. Once market's done, we'll be able to start organising, so that we're not up until the wee hours, Bren, every day. No, we do have to do that. We're going to sit down over a few margaritas at a few bars when we're in the States and work out a big plan. So, yeah. So what's next? We must be almost at 100 hours again.
Stitchy kind.
Righto.
You got...
Well, one thing.
A big bag.
Yeah, well, I'll show you that in a minute. The Christmas just keeps on coming. Every single day, our mailbox is jam-packed full of Christmas cards, with Christmas cards and recipes. It just makes me so happy every day. I joked to Brendan, I said, I just hope that they just keep coming all year round. But obviously they will dwindle out soon. We have so many. Again, I'm looking forward to that 2 weeks when we've got our quarantine period, so I can, before market, so I can sit down, write down everybody's names that we've got them from. I'll start typing up all the recipes. The recipes are just phenomenal. There's so many, and we will get that PDF release. But I probably won't get it done realistic till about mid-year. But we will have that available free for everybody. It just makes me so happy. As I said, it's not next year anymore. It's this year. We will organise something probably in November, so everyone can get things in the mail quicker, including us. If anyone hasn't got ours, if they haven't received our floss drops, please let us know. If anyone has it, we're going to take a heap over to Nashville with us and post any ones that don't.
Well, that's for people that are in the US. If you're not in the US,
sorry. I'm so tired. If you're in the US, we will send them when we get over there. But we have sent everything out. So,
yeah.
But, I hope everybody else sort of gets involved in swapping Christmas cards and recipes too, because what's happening is everyone's got one from us, but we've got, I know we sent out nearly 300, but everyone's only getting the one. We've got all these wonderful, wonderful things, so hopefully everybody will swap them with each other like when we do it again this year. But I've just pulled a couple out just because they had extras in them, and this doesn't mean, that we were happy with everything that we've gotten, but these ones just include extra. Now, speaking of beautiful threads, this one is from Gracie, and she included these beautiful. You'll have to put those up to them. First of all, they're from a company on Etsy. I've not heard of them, but I will absolutely be buying some. In fact, I ducked on to have a look to see if I could purchase some, but they were having a break, I think, over Christmas. But she included these 3 beautiful, beautiful threads. And the company is called, what was it? Wicked Stepmother. What a cool name for a company. And look at those labels. How fabulous are they? So you want to show them individually? So we've got Nutcracker. Santa Baby.
Nice red.
Yeah.
This one's amazing.
Yeah.
Peppermint Twist.
And she sent...
Which is a nice variegated thread.
Looks like one of the Kathy Barrick fabulous labels for the back of your work. And obviously a Christmas card and a fabulous recipe. I just want to make sure I put them all back in the right envelopes just so I know everybody's... I just wish I could thank every person. We would be here until next Christmas if I thanked everyone. But I'm trying to work out a way, I don't know how, but to let everyone know that we've received them. Sometimes we've had emails or a text saying, did you get my card or did you get my floss drops? I've got to go back. We have just been slammed for time. I've got to go back and just go through everything, and I'm going to actually have a spreadsheet of everyone I have received so I can say yes we did. But we're going to try to work out a different way of doing it later this year so that we can let everyone know. Brent's going to do some sort of spreadsheet thing so we can let people know yes we've received them. And some of them have just been beautiful floss drops. Oh, this one was from Brenda. Brenda and the Cereal Starter. Thank you, Brenda. Your card is absolutely gorgeous. I'm keeping all of the cards. They're all going to be going in a very special box. I may even, because some of them arrived after Christmas, I figured technically they're being sent this year so they can go up this Christmas. But we got 2 beautiful floss drops. One of them is that one. Love that. And I really love this one. Look at that. I don't know if that's a a sampler that Brenda owns or one that she stitched. But look at that. So Brenda, something very, very special will go on those. I'll probably put the floss on those of something we're designing, just so I've got something special there. So that's gorgeous. And again, don't lose the envelope. These floss drops. Oh, I love these ones. These ones are from, I think it's Carrie Colette. I would have it in my little.
This is Carrie there.
It's Carrie. Oh yeah, Carrie Colette. Thread designer and colour. Dancing ribbon quilt made in 2020. She's on Instagram at ToadCW. Look at that beautiful quilt. What's her recipe? A gumdrop cake. Now that sounds fascinating. I love, love, love this one.
It's her great grandmother's one.
It's her great grandmother's? Yeah, great grandma Ellen. Like, I mean, how fabulous is, oh, it just really touches me. Do or do not, there is no try. I am a Star Wars freak. Look at that. Oh my God, I want more of those. I love it. Did you see that?
No, you never showed it to me. Keeping all this stuff secret.
So thank you, Carrie. I just love those. I'm just showing you some of the ones that had the floss drops in them. Ours have all gone out, so hopefully everybody. Some of them are delayed with the mail. The mail's been shocking. Look at. I don't want to show this person's address. This is Sally Hughes. Look at the fabulous little stickers. I've got to work out how to get those stickers off the back because it's a little fox and a little rabbit. I just don't want to rip anything. Look, I mean, look at this card. Look at that. It's, you know, and she's got a beautiful and lovely note. Look at that beautiful, beautiful card. It's on recycled paper, typeset by hand, antique letterpress printing. It's an actual, isn't it beautiful?
Yeah.
I'd like to have that one framed. Wouldn't that be pretty in a little frame? I might even frame that one. It's like a woodblock print, yeah. It's fabulous. Just getting some of the ones that have. Oh. Now this person, Sharon Braxton. Look at this. She crocheted a little heart. I'm guessing that's for our Christmas tree. Right? Yeah, beautiful. It's just, and some of the cards people look at this one. This is a beautiful, beautiful card. And this one has floss drops too, I think. This one is from Cindy.
And a fridge
Cinnamon. Oh, sorry, it's not. It's a fridge magnet. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that gorgeous? So that will be going in the fridge. I will have that on the fridge all year round, not just at Christmas time. Never have too many fridge magnets. Although we can't really see we have a fridge just because there's so many magnets on it.
So much rubbish on
I know,
fridge.
it's terrible. Look at this. It's the most wonderful time of the year. And this one is from Canada, Lorraine in Canada. And look, we've got a little Christmas tree, which is obviously made out of maple. Oh, I love that. So I'm going to hang that in my office and then it'll go on our tree when we get it back out at Christmas time. And I've just got, and so many of them have, some recipes that are just modern recipes, which is wonderful. So, many are. Have been in their families for years and years and years, and it's just very special to us that they've shared those with us. These are beautiful. This is Corinne Brubaker. Look at these beautiful floss straps. She's obviously made those ones herself. And there's a lot of those, so that would be good because I have quite a lot of BAPs this year. So big projects. I will not get beat. Everyone knows what it means. Now this one, I'm just showing this one because what's that one there? Oh, this is one more with thread drops. As I said, I'm just showing you the thread drops. Look at that. This one arrived this week. Beautiful card. This one is from Karen May. Now I love hummingbirds, so this is beautiful. Look at those. They're so beautiful. when we get back and I have all my thread drops organised, I will thank everybody whose thread drops we've got, because you do need to know if they received. I've got this. Look at that. Look at this on the back of the envelope. Bren got a few of those stickers. You managed to pull one off, didn't you, and put it on your
label printer.
On your label printer. It's very cool. But this is the kind of thing. We got this one from Vanessa Molesky a couple of days ago, and this one actually really made me cry. It's for AP cutout cookies. Beautiful card. And she put a note in here that says, "My Grammy Anna made these cookies with me when I was younger. When she passed, I'd make them with my Auntie M. When she passed, I'd make them with my cousins. It's a lasting and special recipe to me." The fact that I would just get really teary when I thought, well, how beautiful is that? I love recipes that have been handed down through generations. So that one will be alive and well also here in Australia. So thank you so much. I thought that was just so beautiful. So yeah, that's... Oh, no, Stitchy Cons. Now, I'm not going to show all these because I don't know. I think
we haven't been through it all yet.
We haven't even had a chance to go through all this. This literally just arrived yesterday. I'm just blown away. We will go through all this and show you in a future Flosstube everything. But a friend of ours, Sebastian, he's Bees and Teas on Flosstube and Bees and Teas on Instagram. So it's BEES and TEAS. Sebastian loves bees and teas. So I love bees and Brendan loves teas. So we're all got a common interest there. But he sent us the most amazing bunch of goodies. I said to him last night, I said, are these for us or are these to give away? And he said we can do whatever we want with them. So we'll go through them. I know there'll be some things we want to keep, but there'll be a lot of stuff in here that we can give away too. It's just...
Show everyone how big the bag is.
Well, the bag, first of all, it's all falling apart, but the bag is just huge. I think Sebastian tends to do a weekly Flosstube, so we'll put the link to his Flosstube channel and his Instagram channel. Go and give him some Flosstube love. He doesn't have a huge amount of followers yet, but I think it's growing all the time. He's a lot of fun and a genuinely lovely person. So, but, like, I mean, this was just so generous of him. Like, I mean, first of all, he knows Brendan loves teas, so these won't be given away. These will be going. These will be in Brendan's stash.
Yeah. Some of these I never heard of before. So
I know.
There's big bags of tea.
It's just crazy all the stuff. It's like now this will definitely be a giveaway because I know Brendan won't do it, and I've only ever done one Teresa Winslow in my life, and as stunning as it was, I swore I'd never do another one, and I have not changed my mind on that one. But that's like a complete kit. It's a tapestry cap by Teresa Winslow. So we'll be giving that one away at some point in the next few Flosstubes on behalf of Sebastian. There's just so many things I can't even tell you. Just fabulous things. Rivaris, I've loved that one for ages. So I just wanted this I'm definitely keeping. This is one thing I just did pull out of here. This is a beautiful hand-dyed silk.
You wrecked the skein.
I didn't mean to. I hate pulling skeins apart. I like them when they're all perfect and twisted. But this one is by Bee Stitch Me, hand-dyed silk. Look at that. It's called Galaxy. Now that's 50 yards, but I was talking to him, Sebastian, yesterday to ask, and I think Robert looked it up, I think. Apparently that is a standard colour that Bee Stitch Me do. So what I'm going to do is at some point I might order some more of that so that I can do like a big long dog or something with that, because that is just beautiful. But anyway, we have got more things than we know what to do with here. So like I said, we haven't had a chance to go through everything, but just with everything to do with market prep, we just don't have time at the moment. But when we get home, we will go through that and we'll organise heaps of giveaways, but we're also going to keep a few things ourselves. So Sebastian, thank you very much. Everyone go and check out his Flosstube, Bees and Teas. So yeah, so that was a massive surprise. Look at this, lots of bees. Yay! That one's like a Teresa Koga, which is a black cat and a pumpkin. Just so incredibly generous. And it always amazes me the never fails to amaze me. Sorry, the generosity of some people.
Get in your bag.
He was so kind. So, thank you, Sebastian. So that's, oh, there's even chronic in there. There's everything. So I will go and I'll put that in a proper box and have a good look at that when we get home. So that was this. Oh, and one more stitchy kindness. My friend Naomi, which is Stitching Squirrel on Instagram. Her and I are doing. Naomi gave me a heads up. There's a Australian designer called Sarah Felke, and this year she's doing I think it's called Stitch and Story, but it's basically it's a 4-part subscription, and we get 4 parts of a bag during the year, which we make into a bag at the end, like a sewing bag. But every quarter we will receive a brand new, yet to be released, I believe, book by an Australian author. And there'll be Zoom chats with the author each quarter. It's a lot of fun because Naomi's a huge book reader. I'm a book reader. Brendan's a massive book reader. So that's going to be fun. I believe it's been delayed by a month. I think Sarah had a massive flood in her house or something, which we can relate to after our air conditioner fiasco. But I think the first book is coming out on the 31st. Oh, coming out now. Must be coming out now. So,
Tomorrow, I think.
But to coincide as something to have while we do this year-long book stitch-along thing, Naomi gave me this beautiful book yesterday. She's also been helping me out with, she's also taken on a sampler at the last minute for us, so big shout out to her as well. I mean, I absolutely will not have them so late next time. But anyway, this is beautiful. So it's like a stitching journal. It's got all sorts of fun things in there to write about books that you've read during the year, fun facts, all sorts of. You can put photos in there. It's just really, really fun. So that will be a great companion when we receive our first book. And as I read other books during this, speaking of which I have finally, I was going to read this on the plane because I've been holding off because I've been so busy. But Julie's ploughing through this, so she can't give me any spoilers, so she said, hurry up and catch up. So I've actually now started reading Tell the Bees I'm Gone. I've had this now for since it was the day it was released, but I've been holding off thinking, well, you know what, we've got a lot of airport time and plane time and hotel time, so I'll read it when I've started it now. So I've just started, so I can't wait to plough through that. So I think that's all the stitchy kindness.
How about Craven House?
Oh my gosh, I completely forgot. Thank you. So this was absolutely lovely surprise we got a few days ago. A gentleman called Richard Craven. He is in sunny Manchester in the United Kingdom. He and his wife Sarah sound like a lovely couple. Sarah's a cross stitcher and she's done quite a few of Brendan's. She's working on the 2022 mystery sale over on our Facebook group and the 2020 mystery that was a mystery back in 2020. And she got her hubby Richard to help with, I think, the colour choices, and I think he gridded up, using a software program, he gridded up the, I don't know, he did something to do with a computer program, and he decided he was actually quite enjoying that. And much of his wife's pressure from the missus is exactly how he put it, he decided to have a bit of a go at designing. So, and he's done a great job. Now, he said his background is in photography and IT, but he's now a stay-at-home dad to their 2 baby girls, Effie and Clara. One is 18 months and one is 6 months. So big shout out to all the stay-at-home dads. Good on you. So that's wonderful. So that means he's at home with the kids. So he has decided to start designing, and he's very good at it. So their company is called Craven House Design. We'll put the link below. They're on Etsy. So as he said, thanks again for encouraging us to become a hubby and wife cross-stitch duo. He said he's never stitched in his life, but I think we all need to put pressure on him to start stitching. So he gifted us 2 lovely designs. The first one is called The Queen Has Been, and that's that one. And they're PDFs. The other one is Queen Has Been Mini. I believe they can be on black or white. So I will definitely be stitching these because they've got bees on them, so they're a no-brainer for me, and I love them. And they're in that kind of Quakery style, which I love. So Richard and Sarah have kindly said that we can give 2 away of the Queen Has Been mini. So that one there, I believe it can be stitched on black or white. So if you, what was that?
Queen.
We'll just say, yeah, Queen.
Queen.
Just put Queen in the, I was going to say Craven, but they might spell it wrong, so we'll just say put Queen in the comments. So you'd like to stitch Queen. What will happen is we will draw 2 names out in 2 weeks' time, and we will be back in 2 weeks' time because it will be the last one we do before market.
Yep.
So we'll have all our market releases, God willing, to show you then. So the 2 winners, if they'll supply us with their email addresses, and then we will send those to Richard and Sarah, and Richard and Sarah can then email you the 2 winners the PDF of Queen Has Been mini. So all you bee lovers out there, you're going to love this. And they're very, very good charts too. They're very clear. He's done a great job charting them. It looks like they're in both colour and black and white. So there we go. Nice new designer on the market. So big shout out in Manchester to Richard and Sarah. Thank you very much for that. So yeah, so that's our giveaway for this week. Yep. So now we'll guess what have we got, Bob?
Your plans.
Well, I will just continue stitching my model for market, which hopefully I will have to show you in 2 weeks' time. Well, I definitely will. I'll be stitching day and night to finish that thing. The other thing is I will be up till, what time do I get up in the morning, Bryn? 5 a.m? I'm going...
It's 4, isn't it?
Oh, gosh, it probably is 4 a.m. I don't know. It's very early. I didn't even think about the time, to be honest. I just jumped on there and joined up when it was released. I'm actually going to the Acorns and Threads virtual retreat, which I'm very excited about. But I couldn't have signed up quick enough. I don't have the kit. I said to Janine, look, it's okay because you can't get the kit to us in time. Just bring it to market. So she'll be bringing that lovely the kit for the retreat to market for me. So that'll be fun to receive that there. So I'm just going to stitch my model through the retreat, but it's virtual. I think it starts at either 4 or 5 a.m. Australian time. I didn't even think about the time. You'd think I wouldn't even think. Not that matters. It's just that we're so tired already. I'm literally going to have a couple of hours sleep late, like this afternoon, just so I can be awake. So I will be stitching my model at the Acorns and Threads virtual retreat. So hopefully I will see some of you there. Brendan will not be. He'll be asleep. So yeah. So that's all my plans. Get the models finished. Possibly try to design an exclusive, a small thing, maybe a pin pillow or something, and get that stitched. But I'm still jury's out on that one. We'll just have to see. My plans might be bigger than the actual reality, but yeah, so that'll be my... And obviously I've got to keep cutting and serging all of Brendan's linens. I'm up to date with them until the next lot arrives, which is...
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. It all starts again. So yeah. What about your plans, baby?
I don't have any for stitching.
No stitching?
There
Not
won't be
until
any
we know.
stitching.
We'll show everyone. We'll take a heap of stitching to the States with us. Excuse me, we'll kit up a heap of stuff. We'll have stuff to take with us. We'll show everybody in the next video, or even the one after. We'll probably do the other one just before we leave for market. And then we'll do a special one probably at market, go around and chat to some of our designer friends and take you around market, show you what it's all about. I'm sure there'll be other videos going up, but that'll be fun. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the next 2 weeks. These weeks are flying, so I know we say it every time, but I will go back and comment on everyone's comments, and we will be back in 2 weeks. I don't think there's no more boosters or anything, so we don't have to worry about getting sick again. So yeah, and as always though, but please, you know, I can't even believe it. We're almost at 8,000 subscribers. We've picked up like 1,000 in like the last month. I can't even. So we're getting closer and closer to that 10,000 for the.
There must be a storm coming.
For the giveaway. Is Jimmy there?
Jimmy's climbing in my lap.
There's a storm coming.
Jimmy's a bit big to climb in my lap.
And Jimmy's our whippet, so he's a bit big. He's not like the girls. It's been a really, really hot day, so in all likelihood there's rain coming. But yeah, so if you could just like and subscribe. But don't forget, when we get to 10,000 subscribers, we're giving away the antique sampler.
Yeah, I don't have it here. I don't know.
No, it's packed away. So yeah.
But we got our winners from last.
Oh yes, that's that's right. Yes,
Yeah,
which
so
was
the first winner. I haven't drawn them yet. I'll draw them in a minute.
yes, that's right.
The first one was for
The next door chart, the charts in
from
yellow room.
Heartstring Sampler.
But I've just grabbed the beautiful one Jody stitched for me. But it's the chart for this Beth Twist Heartstring Samplery next door. So that winner will be on the screen now.
So if you contact us by email with your address,
hello@foxandrabbit.com.
we'll get that out to you.
The good news is the Lizzie Kate winner contacted us, so that's on the way. The T-shirts are also here for our winners, but unfortunately we can't get it to the lady in Canada just yet, so we're hanging on to that until the mail opens up to Canada. And the winners for the two patterns contacted us too. Yeah.
And the other, we've got the Blackbird design.
And the Blackbird, that one was
Raise a Glass of Cheer.
Raise a Glass of Cheer, and that winner is.
So the winner's just up there.
Look at us pointing at nothing, but there will be something
somewhere.
there.
Over our faces.
Yeah, so if those two winners contact us via email, we'll get those out to you before we go away. Yeah, and that's about it, baby.
Yep.
I don't think it's been 2 hours this time, has it, babe? Can you see how long?
Almost.
Oh, it has not been 2 hours. No, seriously, how long?
Almost.
It has not.
Hour 45.
Oh my goodness! I said to Brendan, we'll be lucky to squeeze 30 minutes out of this. People will think we've gone crazy, but no, we've stuck to our usual rave on for 2 hours.
There's a whole lot at the beginning that we'll cut out where I made all the mistakes, but
oh, okay. And where Lily kept jumping up.
And where Peach was walking across the table in front of the camera.
Yeah. I said to Brendan, our screen capture for this week should be Peach's backside up to the camera. But also Brendan kept, every time he said hello, he kept saying our 5th video. I said, it's our 15th video. So I don't. And I think once it got in your head, you couldn't stop saying it. It was hysterical. I said, you should leave it in because we're cracking up the whole first 10 minutes.
So, no, there's swear words in it. So
that's right. So they'll be bleeping everywhere, so that's not happening.
Yeah.
So yeah. So this was fun.
And no one wants to see Peach's butt.
No. This is always fun. You know, Brendan and I are just here to have a bit of fun. Nothing serious. We just want to thank everyone for your support. You know, our Instagram is going up. Thank you so much for following us on Instagram. Thank you so much for subscribing. We're just always amazed that people want to watch what we're doing. So, Lily's come to say goodbye just in time. Come on, darling. Hello, my sweetheart. Hello. She said, I've been left on my own.
Yeah.
All right. So we will be back in 2 weeks. So thank you so much to everybody. Just before I do go, I just completely got out of my head. Speaking of, and Lily just made me think of it, and I will find out the name of this lady. One of our lovely people that watch, every time the dogs are on, her dog gets really excited to watch the video, and I was going to give her puppy a shout out, and the name is completely flown out of my head in the last 5 seconds. I thought of it, and now it's gone. So I will give her beautiful puppy a shout out, because apparently if I say her puppy's name, the puppy is watching the videos. So her dog likes watching our dogs. So yeah. So I will definitely give your dog a shout out next 2 weeks. So thank you so much, and have a safe week. And we'll see you back here in 2 weeks' time. Hopefully our market releases.
We'll have the fabrics at least.
We'll have the fabrics.
They'll
exactly.
be dyed by then.
Exactly. And hopefully we'll have the models to show you too. So take care and have a great 2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm sure that one's working.
Hello, my Flana. Peaches. Muffy. That should be our screenshot.